This is a what would you do type of question. I saw this in the dating subreddit. She says, I saw someone I know on Hinge and I know he's married and has a kid. Should I tell his wife? I know this is a woman saying this because no man is this conflicted about telling a wife that her husband is cheating. Okay, she says, the title says it all. I was on Hinge and I came across someone I know. I've met his family before, and he often posts pictures of his son, around 3 or 4, on social media. And I'm just shocked that a married man is on a dating app. I know his profile is recent because he had the same Hinge profile pictures as his social media, which are all very recent. Do I need to tell his wife or am I being too nosy? He's not divorced and his profile doesn't mention anything about him being married or having children. What would you do in this case? Yes, what would you do? She says, edit. Wow, I didn't think this post would get this much attention. I'm also surprised by how many of you make it sound like an open relationship is something normal. I personal I personally think it's another word for cheating and it's just an excuse. I mean, some people do have an open relationship and they have communicated that back and forth with each other. So I wouldn't say open relationships that actually have open communication are cheating. So I disagree with that. She also continues, and it's funny how so many comments come off as aggressive. Were you like the guy in this story and got caught, or what? Yeah, and I don't know what exactly the family is going through, but that doesn't justify the behavior of this guy. What are the chances that this couple has an open relationship? Even if that's the case, the guy is misleading other women to think that he's single and has no kids and is into monogamy. I already took screenshots of his profile and I'm planning on sending it to his wife anonymously. Not because I like being nosy, because I would want someone to do the same if I were in the same situation. I think it's the right thing to do. Thanks everyone who shared their thoughts. So it sounds like she came down. I mean, she came to this conclusion. I completely agree. I would want to know. I would want to know because once you know, then that gives you the opportunity to move and make your decisions on how you want to live the rest of your life. Do you want to live the rest of your life with a person who has a dating profile, or do you expect monogamy? So I would actually send the pictures. I would let the wife know. I would let I would let the wife know. Y'all weigh in though. Let's look at some of the comments. Y'all know it gets juicy in the comment section. This person says a lot of people quietly separate and jump on dating apps. I was dating before we officially announced our divorce. This man is using this man or woman is using their situation to wrap a lot of people up that he doesn't know. Other people could literally just be lying. I mean, just because this person says he or she was separated doesn't mean the rest of the people who are still married and on dating sites have quietly separated. This person says, I, a 34-year-old male, am in this boat. In general, it seems that men generally don't mind dating separated women, but women really mind dating separated men. I've had matches in online dating open a conversation by asking whether I'm still separated. Just last week, I had a match I was excited about, and then she realized she overlooked that I am separated and pulled out. That's not to say that nobody will date separated men, but it's a handicap to be sure. Basically, yes, we understand that if you're still tied, you still have loose ends to handle. So handle it. If you're seeing that certain women that you might be interested are not interested in you until you get things handled, handle it. This person says, I'll agree with you. I personally will never date a separated man again. Even in the most amicable of cases, there are a lot of emotions that come with finalizing a divorce. Also, why would you want a person fresh from a divorce? That person needs to find him or herself. That person needs to sit with him or herself, reevaluate things, take some time. I know that some people do like to go straight into another relationship, but yeah, I wouldn't want to date a recently separated or divorced man because he is probably, if it's a man, trying to fill that void that the wife fulfilled because wives do so much of the heavy lifting, the chores, the child rearing, in relationships. Yeah, there's zero chance my friends or acquaintances, since most of my friends kind of are in this category, would sit idly by while my, I guess, spouse, I mean, I don't know what S-A says, while my SA cheated on me. For a best friend, I'm telling her with my whole chest. Agreed. Agreed. Let's tell them whole chest. For someone I hardly know, I'm sending anonymous message through social media from a throwaway account. If they're in an open relationship, she's not going to care, and she'll probably respond with, I already know. These commenters effing suck. The don't tell her, it's not your business. I hope you get I hope you get a chronic UTI. I feel like the commenters saying stay out of it, it's none of your business are also the people who could watch or hear somebody getting beat up and not interfere or call 911 because it's none of their business. The next person says most of them saying stay out of it would have the opposite advice if it were the woman cheating. Flip the sexes and it would be a unanimous tell him. The next person, yep. Or watch an unconscious woman getting taken out of a bar by a man without doing anything. Or watch someone do a hit and run car accident and do nothing. Or they do something like drive by a 2-year-old child alone in the sidewalk and call 911 because someone else should do something. Okay, so this person says, it's a difficult one. Surely he doesn't care if his wife finds out. Maybe it's a catfish using his picture. And the next person that I circled in yellow said, my ex used this line on me. I wanted him to contact Hinge to get the profile removed. He said he would, but never did. According to friends who have seen it, is still active. So I took the matter into my own hands, made a coworker message him and get his info. She ended up getting his number and planned a date with him. Should have seen this man crying and throwing up and blowing up my phone when I left him. He was blindsided. He was blindsided despite the fact that it seems like he was actively dating, probably trying to get rid of her anyway, but she left him first. This is the reason why many times a lot of women are the ones that file for divorce first because the men are trying to line up their next woman and they are comfortable at home enough because the woman is still the main person that is doing the cooking, cleaning, child rearing, emotional labor, and all of that, even if the relationship is not where he wants it. So he is sitting up here monkey branching, attempting to get the next woman. And then when the woman just files, he's blindsided. He doesn't know what happened. And now he has to go off and create a whole new life. He has to build it up from scratch, and they don't want to do that. Anyways, y'all go ahead. Let me know, what would you do? Let me know. That is important. What would you do? Would you tell somebody? Would you tell them with your whole chest? Are you sending pictures anonymously? Would you get a throwaway account? Or would you just stay silent? Or maybe we can just be silent. Y'all let me know.